SportsChatPlace.com and PickDogs.com. It is Sunday, August 23rd, 2020, here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, our best bets every day. We give out tons of free picks. We're going to give tons and tons of free picks today. But if you're looking for the best bets, the ones we like the best, you can find those over at our website. You go to the main menu and just click on Premium Picks. No reason to direct message any of us. No reason to ask it on the show, what's your best bets? You can find the best bets there. We try and win every game. It's rare we even agree on a game, but we all try to win every single one. Trust me on that. And, we're going to do that today. We have Brian Bittler. We've got the Puck Dogs, Rod Zawacki, and Chris Ruffalo. And if you guys saw our Best of the Live Show premium package yesterday, knocked it out of the park. And, of course, we have another package available for you today. But anyways, without further ado, let me bring the guys in. They were yakking. I had to mute them. A lot of cackling going on. Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good morning.
Good. Doing good. Good morning.
Brian, yesterday I mocked you. I mocked you on the show for your Angels and Pirates picks. And, the Tigers didn't come in for you, but the other two did, and they more than paid for that one. Guilty as charged. I lost, you won. Congratulations.
Thank you. I just want to say real quick, I'm going to give one of my premium picks away absolutely free a little bit later on, but Mitch stole my thunder a little bit. I want to shine a spotlight on something real quick. Make sure you check out the Best of the Live Show. You get the consensus play. All of us agree, all four guys. Get that for $24.95 or 5 picks, 4 of them, 1 from each of us, plus the consensus. You get it for $39.95. Plus also check out AI Simulator Elite. 9-1 last 10. I just want to shine a spotlight on that product. Very good. Check it out.
Yeah, that's a new product that we have, and it's simulated play. So it's like it takes that and spread knowledge. They take the human element out of it, and it's kind of like, I've been pounding the White Sox. Everyone knows what it's like. I've been pounding the White Sox for years. Anyways, Chris Ruffalo, you got anything going on today? Do you have any premium picks? Do you see anything on a card of 21 games that you might think about betting?
Yeah, I
and
love
also
this
that
card.
that doesn't even include the NASCAR race.
No, I love this card today.
There's also Indy 500. Today's also the Indy 500. You want to talk about an event that went straight south? That used to be the pinnacle of racing, and now is an afterthought.
Yeah.
On this show, that's how low it sunk.
But yeah, today I love this card. I had to stop myself from putting in more than I did. But I liked my Super 7 so much yesterday, I'm going to do it again today. 5 MLB, 2 NHL, all for one price at $34.95. Can't go wrong. And
Rod, how about you?
For me, I got another 5 NBA up there. It's been treating us good this weekend. 7-3 on them NBA plays over the last 2 days. So I put up another 5-pack today. Let's get it. So excited about today. It's going to be a big day.
All right, let's get right into the NBA. We got the 76ers and the Celtics. Sixers still looking lifeless so far in this series. Got a chance to actually leave the bubble and go on vacation, which seems like where they want to be. Brian, 1 o'clock start here. Your Sixers. What's the talk in Philly on this one?
I don't have a favorite team. I live around Philly. I kind of root for the Sixers, but I got to tell you, Sixers cover games when you least expect them to, and Boston just seems too easy for me. So I'm going to lean towards the Sixers plus the points here, and it wouldn't shut. Well, I don't think they're going to win outright, but I think it's another one of those games that comes down to who has the ball last. Give me the 8 points, 7.5, whatever you can get.
You know what? Starting tomorrow, I'll put the graphic up of these guys' Twitter accounts. That's a good idea. I'll put it underneath their names on the things. I'll put mine up too. I have 2 of them. I got like a zillion Twitter followers. I haven't been doing a hell of a lot with it, to be honest with you. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I think the Sixers are checked out. Boston does seem a bit too easy, but if it's easy, that means it's not going to be as much stress for me. So I'll take the Celtics and lay the points.
Rod?
For me, I'm going to take the over in this game. I think we see 76ers try a little harder in this, give a little push. I think we can see a little bit of higher scoring game. Give me the over.
Yeah, it ain't going to take much to try harder than they have been trying, that's for sure. We got the Mavericks up against the Clippers. The line opened at 9. It's now at 8. Not sure the status of Luka. I didn't have time to even look at the news this morning. Brian, what are you thinking here? Is the Mavs even the series?
I think the game's going to be pretty tight as far as free picks goes. This is my favorite free NBA pick. I would go with the Dallas Mavericks. I'm seeing a good portion of the money and the bets coming in on the Clippers. So telling me some sharp actions on Dallas. So I'm going to take the Mavericks here.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Clippers here. I think that offense is going to run through Luka Doncic, and it doesn't help when they're giving up 100. When the Mavericks are giving up 120 points a game as well, and I think Doncic is far from 100% here. So give me the Clippers.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, I agree with Chris here. Give me the Clippers. The Clippers are starting to roll. Give me the Clippers.
All right, we've got the Raptors against the Nets. The Raptors have, looked pretty dominating in this series. They look like a team that wants to repeat. Is really what they look like. Brian, you think the Nets stand up here and be counted? Pretty much action on both sides in this game. This is one of those 50-50 games on action. What do you think?
In this game, I'm going to lean towards the under here. I think the Brooklyn Nets won't score a ton against that Raptors defense. I think Toronto's just going to go through the motions today and get a W. I think it goes under.
I'm going to take the Raptors. I'm going to lay the points. I think the lack of depth is finally going to seal Brooklyn's fate again. And I could see this one being a 20-point win for the Raptors. So give me the Raptors, lay the points.
How about you, Rod?
For me, I'm gonna focus here on the first quarter. I think Brooklyn comes out with a little chip on their shoulder and does put in huge effort in this game in the first quarter. Give me Brooklyn plus 4.5 in the first quarter.
All right. Speaking of Brooklyn, we're gonna head to Bristol Motor Speedway. We're gonna bring in Jeff Jeter here, trade some paint. We got some NASCAR action today as well as the Indianapolis 500. Jeff, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mitch. Doing great today. Ready for a busy day in racing and all those sports as well. So. All
right, Jeff. So we got what do we have on tap versus Jeff? Are we doing Indy 500 today too?
Yeah, we'll do it. I mean,
if there's cars,
I usually don't handicap Indy racing, but
Jeff,
I got a couple picks.
Jeff walks by the local toy store. They have wind-up cars running around a track. He's like, I'll throw a couple bucks on this. What the hell? Anyways, got cars driving around in an oval. Jeff's in. So the NASCAR race, what we care about the most. Yesterday, pretty good race. These back-to-back races, do you think this is something we're going to see in the future as well?
You might see it at a couple of racetracks moving forward. It's going to be interesting to see when the 2021 schedule comes out. But seeing the shorter races on a doubleheader weekend's been the most interesting thing. So more than just it being a doubleheader. So.
All right. So what do we got today? Yesterday, pretty interesting race, right? It was like it kind of came down to the end. They were kind of fighting each other off, and I thought Kyle Busch ran pretty decently too in that race, right? So
yeah, we were close on Truex. I had him on the show and the article, and hey, just fell 12 laps short. But hey, we're back at it today. First up, we do have the second race in the Xfinity Series, the second Dryden 200. Obviously, we saw Justin Allgaier win yesterday. He's favored today at plus 210. Yeah, I don't hate it. Austin Cindric finished second. He was basically the second car right behind him. I don't see anything changing today. He's at plus 240. It's against the favorite. It's kind of a chalky race. So if you want to take a little bit of a long shot in the Xfinity race today, Ross Chastain finished third yesterday. He's plus 1,300. Looked pretty fast yesterday. Wouldn't mind maybe sprinkling a little action. And that's about all I had for the Xfinity race today.
All right. And what else we got for today's action?
Then after that, we've got the Cup Series at Dover. Same distance as yesterday, 311 laps, 311 miles. It's Mitch's favorite racetrack is a 1 mile oval, so that way he doesn't have to do the math. But anyway, just kidding. Yeah, today, I'm going right back to the well on Truex. I mean, he's plus 400 again today. Yeah, he's had the second best car yesterday. Thought we were going to have a win, but going right back to him now. Of course, he inverted the field, so he's going to be starting like I think 19th and so or 20th. So he's going to have a little work to do from back there, but I see him being able to pass a lot of cars in front of him. Denny Hamlin won the race obviously yesterday. I found him at plus 450 behind Truex today, and he had the best car yesterday. So don't hate it to go back to Denny. And then as far as, sprinkling more of a long shot, I like Clint Boyer, plus 2,800, and pretty much every bet to follow along after that. Sprinkle in more action as you get down to like a top 10 and top 5, obviously. But I think Clint Boyer's definitely a solid play. Like Mitch mentioned, Kyle Busch had a really good race yesterday. I like him to top 5 at plus 105 today. And I'll go back to Jimmy Johnson at for a top 10 or top 5 today. I'm sorry, at plus 210. So.
Okay. Someone's telling me I put Friday's video in for the dog of the day, but all right, I'll have to go back and check that. But there should be a dog of the day video out there on YouTube for today. You can check. Anyways, what else we got, Jeff?
Well, and I'm sure maybe a little bit of a crowd favorite here with the Indy 500 going off at 2:30 this afternoon.
Maybe 25 years ago. This is a sport that's lost its way.
I've not really, I'll be honest, I've not really handicapped much of Indy this year, so I just took a quick glance at, they've not had many races this year.
This used to be the pinnacle of racing. This race used to be the pinnacle of racing. It was the granddaddy big one. The guys from Europe used to come over just to run Indy cars for a year or two, just so they had a chance to win the Indy 500. Emerson Fittipaldi, just Jackie Stewart. I mean, really, like the all-time great racers have run in this race. Nigel Mansell has run in this race. It's like, and now it's kind of like they turned it into an afterthought. It used to be like Memorial Day weekend. This was the race. This was what you did. You watched the Indy 500.
Oh yeah, I mean it.
Bobby
it was
Unser,
Memorial Day.
Unser,
that Memorial Day
Unser,
Sunday.
And, I mean it was like it used to be it. Chris Economaki.
Yep, Chris Economaki, and but yeah, I remember.
Jim McKay was on the Indy 500.
It used to be great. Memorial Day that Sunday, you had, Formula One in Monaco, and then you had the Indy 500, and then the Coca-Cola 600 with the NASCAR series. So it was always just a full day of racing there, but had to modify that.
We're kind of short on time today, so what do we got in Indy?
Indy, Scott Dixon's the favorite at plus 400 today. Don't mind that one.
I've never heard of them. I've never heard of them. It's like that's where we've come in Indy 500. I've never heard of this guy.
I've barely heard of these names, so I'm about right there with you. So, but as far as a guy, I like to take a shot on today is Simon Pagenaud. He won the Indy 500 last year. He's going into the race today at plus 1,300, and you can also find him getting a top 5 at plus 225. Love that play. And his teammate right there with him is Yusuf Newgarden. Both these guys raced for Penske, Roger Penske. I like him to top 3 at plus 350 today, and you can also find Newgarden at top 5 at plus 190. So, but other than that, that's really all I've got for Indy for you. I thought there was some pretty good pricing in there really for the Indy 500 today. So, but other than that, I've got a parlay for later in the show if you want to have me, and it's an auto racing parlay, and so it looks pretty good. So.
Yeah, we can bring you back for the parlay section. All right, let me get back to the guys. We actually missed an NBA game, because I'm trying to rush through this thing today. But anyways, let's get back to it. I forgot the Jazz and the Nuggets, and it was kind of like this kind of has been the generic NBA game. Brian, any thoughts here? Denver and the Jazz. I like Denver on the money line here. How about you?
I'll tell you what, I think we see a good defensive battle between these two teams. It's the playoffs. It's really a must-win game, I'd say, for both teams, especially Denver. So I'm going to go under the total.
Chris?
Yeah, I think it is a must-win game for both sides. So I'm going to take the under as well.
Mr. Rod Zawacki.
For me, this one, I'm going to go the other way. Denver looks lifeless. Give me the Jazz here.
All right, Rod goes the other way. We got in Major League Baseball action today. We got 15 games on the card. Plenty of action out there for everyone. Lots to choose from. Whatever your flavor is, we got plenty of favorites, plenty of dogs, run lines, whatever you want to do. We got plenty of picks out there in our premium area on Major League Baseball today, as most of our cappers were able to dial in and at least find a few games that they like. But anyways, we got the Washington Nationals up against the Miami Marlins to kick things off, and this has been a series of one-run games. Meja, who I really like, another guy that another one of these pitchers that he's a Mitch guy, right? Hasn't pitched a lot of innings, but I'll tell you, I like pitchers who throw pitches that batters can't hit, and this guy does that. Up against Anibal Sanchez, who throws a lot of balls that batters can hit. Brian, what do you like in this one?
This is probably my least favorite game on the card, but if I had to bet the game, I'm going to lean towards the Nationals. This number just looks really high. And when it doesn't look right to me, I'm going the way it doesn't look right. So I'm going to lean towards the Nationals.
All right, let's put this, I see this on TV where they do this and they look at the different teams to get into the NCAA tournament. And you say, okay, let's look at the resume. Okay, let's look at Humberto Mejia's pitching line from his last outing against the Mutts. Okay, 2.1 innings. Okay, 2.1 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned. It was a home run. 6 strikeouts in 2.1 innings and 2 walks. You think this guy's got some good stuff or what? 6 strikeouts in 2.1 innings. Ruffalo, a little less than what you could do. You would have 7 strikeouts in 2.1, the max. But I mean throwing the baseball, not at bat.
I was going to say I fully mean at bat, but. No, I'll take Miami. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Anibal Sanchez this year. So, and then the Marlins split the doubleheader yesterday. I think they're coming in with confidence.
What about Anibal's 8.50 ERA and 0-3 record specifically? Don't you like here?
Can I say a little bit of A and a little bit of B?
All right. How about you, Rod?
Yeah, give me Miami here.
Well, Baltimore Orioles saved me from a crappy-ass day in baseball yesterday, coming through with that 8th inning 2-out home run and then took it into extra innings. And I'll tell you, if it would have gone further into extra, if they would let them play beyond scoring the winning run, like if they were the road team, they would have scored about 20 runs. That Red Sox bullpen, no answers. It was like the first guy, they start with the guy in second, first and third. It was like nobody out. It was like bases loaded. It was, they could have easily scored probably 15, 20 runs in that inning. Wade LeBlanc is on the mound. Speaking of 15 to 20 runs, up against Zach Godley. Man, 2 pitchers we bet against so much over the last few years. Just tough to really stick a fork in either of them. Brian, which one tastes good to you?
Well, it's a real toilet game. I had the Orioles yesterday as a free pick, but today I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to go with the Boston Red Sox here. I like Godley a little bit more than I like LeBlanc, so I'm going to go with the Red Sox here.
What do you like more about Godley than LeBlanc?
18 strikeouts, 7 walks compared to 13-7. Wade LeBlanc's 1-0, but 7.89 ERA. Like I said, it's a league.
He does have an ERA that's slightly less. His 6.87 is looking sporty. Chris,
this isn't a game I'm betting. No way.
Chris, what do you like here? 6.87, 7.89.
How about 10.5? Give me the over.
All right. How about you, Rod?
Yeah, I agree. Give me the 10.5.
Speaking of big ERAs, Tarek Skubal's on the mound for the Tigers. I know Brian's been on the Tigers this series, but Matthew Boyd just isn't going to get you home too often. It looked like the Indians were in trouble yesterday, but then they decided, hey, this is the Tigers we're playing. And it was Carlos Carrasco, who has made his living pitching against teams in the American League Central. He's like 2-38 against everybody else, but in the American League Central, he's like 700-0. thing I like about Carrasco, and I'm not a Carrasco guy. You know, there's certain people that are like, oh, they're like enamored with Carrasco, and these are the people whose money we have in our bank account right from there when they bet them when he pitches outside the division. But the thing I like about Carrasco is he does have really, really good hard stuff, but he has developed he goes now more to the off-speed stuff. It's become his primary pitches, even though he's got the serious heater, you know, which really makes him tough. Brian, what do you think here? Minus 260 in your wheelhouse?
No, not in my wheelhouse. Definitely not. I thought Boyd looked pretty good yesterday through 5 or 6 innings, but in the end, the Tigers lost it. I'm going to go with the under 8.5. I think you see a good performance from Carlos Carrasco today. I think he's dominant.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take that dominance. I'm going to turn into Cleveland on the run line, minus 1.5.
Rod?
Yeah, Cleveland on the run line for me too.
You got the Tampa Bay Rays against the Yard Goats here. Fleming on the hill. This guy, you know, kind of a blank sheet up against Trent Thornton for the Yard Goats. We've talked about Thornton a bunch, you know, on this show, so we know, Ruffalo actually does throw harder than this guy. Bryant, what do you think here?
Toronto Blue Jays are really fighting hard. They let me down yesterday and lost the game, but overall this team really fights out there. And but in this case, I'm going to have to go with the Tampa Bay Rays here, lean, even though the juice is a little high. I think they get it done again at home.
Chris?
Yeah, I love my Blue Jays, but even this is an uphill battle for them. Trent Thornton always seems to put him behind the 8 ball whenever he takes the mound, so I'll take the Rays here.
How about you, Rod?
Give me the over 8.5. We went under yesterday. I think we go over today.
Brian loved the Pirates against the Brewers yesterday. Man, it was never even close. If it was a fight, they would have stopped at 12 runs they had on the board. And I'll tell you, it looked like it was even worse than that when you were watching the game. Who do you like today, Brian? JT Brubaker up against Corbin Burns.
I'm going right back with the Pirates. This is one of my dual dogs today. I think Pirates just they got a good feeling going on in Pittsburgh, and Milwaukee's just playing like an armpit team. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh here, get that plus money.
How about you, Chris?
Give me the over 8.5 here. I think we see double-digit scoring in this game.
Rod?
Give me Pittsburgh plus 1.5 again.
Yeah, I don't do the plus 1.5. Either you're gonna.
You got plus money for it.
Nah.
It's a plus 105.
It's a baseball game. I never bet that much on a baseball game except for the White Sox against the Cubs. But it's you know, I don't know. I'm not one of the big plus 1.5 though. In a lot of games, it does pay. It definitely does. We got the Royals against the Twins. Matt Whistler in for Kenta Maeda, who's just I don't know. He's just an odd bird, right? It's like it's always listed and never pitches, and then he's not listed and he pitches against Chris Bubik. The Royals had runners all over the bases yesterday, man, and just could not get them home. It was like they had Dobnik on the ropes. They had, you know, even all the way down to the 9th inning, they had 2 guys on, you know, and did nothing with it. Brian, you think the Royals get back to winning here or Twinkies?
I'm not a Matt Whistler fan, and I just like the value we get with the Kansas City Royals. I like Bubik, even though he's 0-3. So give me a lean to the Royals here, plus money.
Steve had a schedule change, so it's like he can only be on the weekends, but it's like we already have our weekend show and it already runs long. So we're just trying to figure out a place for him. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I think Kenta Maeda getting scratched is like the Frankie Montas of the AL Central, but for this one, I just think Bubik hasn't been able to find his footing for the Royals, so I think the Twins make him pay. Give me Minnesota here.
Rod?
Yeah, give me the Twins on the run line here.
Got the Cardinals and the Reds. Molly up against Ponce de Leon. This is, you know, Molly has looked unhittable at times, and then last time out he looked very hittable. Brian, Cardinals at home against the Reds, where they just have their number. I mean, the Reds did win on Friday, but it's 2-1 Cardinals in this series.
Yesterday I cashed with the Cardinals. Today I'm going to lean towards the over. I think this number goes over the total once Cincinnati goes to that bullpen. So I think some runs are put on the board today.
Nice recap of yesterday, Brian. Chris, yesterday, I knew they were going to win. I told you, Chris.
It's dicey with that bullpen, but I'm going to take the under. I think Molly and Ponce de Leon battle it out for 6 innings, and
Dennis Finley,
we just got to hold on.
Thank you for the super chat. How about you, Rod?
Give me St. Louis on the run or on the money line here. I think they win today. I'm not a Molly fan at all.
All right, he's pitched really well up until last game. How about we've got the Cubs and the White Sox. I've been on the White Sox big in this series and got very little response, but now I'm starting to see a lot of people jump on the White Sox, and that's always scary for me. I like being early, and that's where the money is. And I'm starting to see people jump on the White Sox, but just 42% of them on Dylan Cease. Obviously, a lot of people haven't seen him pitch yet, which is probably why. And all they're hearing is how good Yu Darvish has been this year. But Dylan Cease has been equally as good, if not better. But anyways, Brian, you think the White Sox just continue to pound Cubs pitching? Because I'll tell you what, a couple of those home runs, I've seen a ton. I've been to Wrigley Field for hundreds of games, and you could really hear the ball come off the bat, and you could hear those home runs off of Abreu's bat last night. I mean, just crack right through the TV set. You think they just continue to pound the Cubs pitching here? I mean, Kyle Hendricks, who's usually money at home, was just drilled. I mean, just absolutely no chance against these guys. It was like no chance, it was just he had no answers for the White Sox bats. I think the White Sox are going to the World Series.
Well, I don't know about the World Series.
Who's going to beat them? Who's going to beat them? Who can beat this team?
I probably can come up with
in a 7-game series. Name one team in baseball with a better pitching staff or a better lineup than these guys. Name one. There's not one. There's not one team you could name that has a deeper, better pitching staff than this, or a team that has a better lineup than this. There's not one in the entire baseball from top to bottom.
I'm not a Dodgers better, but if the Dodgers and White Sox are facing off, that'd be a pretty tough matchup.
Let's go pitcher for pitcher through the Dodgers. They're heavy on the top end. You think Stripling is a better pitcher than Dylan Cease, Dunning, Kopech? I mean, no way.
I think you just need three superstar starters though in a series. You got Kershaw, Buehler.
Kershaw's great in the postseason. All right.
He's amazing. He's amazing. Yes, he's amazing to make money.
There's no way Moncada's good. There's no way Moncada's going to be knocking balls all over the park against that guy. It's like
maybe next season I'll be thinking about the White Sox, but I don't know. Anyway, as far as this game goes, I think too many people are talking about the White Sox. In this game, I'm going to lean towards the over because I think that over the 10 looks like a high number. I guess the wind's blowing out. So I think you see a high-scoring game here.
Chris? Yeah, we can't hear you. Rod?
Yeah, I agree with Brian there. Give me the over 10.5 here. You can still get the 10. Find the 10. The numbers moved in some places.
How about you, Chris?
Sorry, give me the White Sox. I think Darvish starts to regress to the mean here.
I think the White Sox help him regress to the mean here. I like the White Sox big again. Just like I've been saying every day, alternate run line, the whole 9 yards, -2.5. Just keep betting them. It's like I was there. I'm telling you, in 2006, I was at a game at U.S. Cellular Field, and I tell this story all the time. It was the Sunday game against the Cubs, and the White Sox just had been pounding them all series, and they pounded them again on Sunday. And the guy next to me, who I didn't even know him, when the game was over, he turned to me and he said, and I hadn't said a word to this guy all day, and he said, "Can you believe we're 34 games over 500? We're going to win the World Series this year." I have that same feeling. It's the same feeling that it was in 2006. This team is going to win the World Series. Oakland A's against the Angels. Brian, Frankie Montas, you've been on the Angels every single day, and now you got Dylan Bundy on there.
Well, this is one of my premium picks, and it's going to be my second dual dog. I like the LA Angels today, Dylan Bundy. I mean, the guy's the ace of the Angels staff. I think he goes 8 innings today. Montas got blew up last time, and he's a good pitcher, but I see him getting blown up again today. Take the Angels plus money.
Thank you for the super chat, Chris.
Yeah, I'll take the Angels as well. I'm starting to wonder if Montas is really healthy, and he did get blown up last time out, and we're seeing Bundy succeed in the Joe Madden expanded strike zone. So
No, last time actually. 10 strikeouts his last 2 games each. Rod.
I'm gonna take Oakland on the run line here. I think they get to Bundy here and give him a little world of hurt today.
Yeah, everyone's talking about how much money they won on the White Sox, but when I started talking about it at the beginning of this series, nobody jumped on board with me. Matter of fact, me and D'Amico battled it out on Friday on the show.
Yeah.
Just about it. We got the Mariners up against the Rangers. Justin Dunn. You guys know how I feel about this guy. Up against Mike Minor. Brian?
The Mariners have looked a lot better at home here. It's a nice bit of plus money you're getting with the Seattle Mariners, and I'm going to lean to the Mariners at home with Dunn. I think he has his best start of the year.
yeah, give me the Mariners as well. Dunn's progressively gotten better as his starts go on. So I'll take Seattle. I'm not touching Mike Minor with a 10-foot pole.
Rod?
Yeah, I agree. Give me the Mariners here.
We got the Giants up against the Diamondbacks. Luke Weaver serving for the D-backs. Cahill for the Giants. The Giants have caught fire here. Diamondbacks win in bunches, lose in bunches. Brian?
I like the Diamondbacks in this one. I think they get off the hump here. Trevor Cahill has had a good start, but I think the Arizona knocks him around today.
How about you, Chris?
I like the over 9 here. I think we see double-digit runs between Weaver and Cahill.
Rod?
Give me the Giants.
We got the Dodgers and the Rockies. 1-run game last night. 9th inning home run by the Dodgers to win it in a very, very tight one. Ross Stripling, he was the loser at minus 300 the last time we saw him up here against Antonio Senzatella for the Rockies. Last night was a disaster for Dodger bettors because most of them have to bet them at a minus 1.5, so they didn't win. And then the people that took the Rockies on the value, they all lost too. So that was what you call the house wins game, pretty much on that Rockies-Dodgers last night. Brian, you think it's more of the same?
I can't turn down the value with Senzatella with the Rockies here. Too much plus money for me. I think he's better than Stripling. Give me the Rockies plus money.
Chris?
It's one of the rare times I'm going to take the plus 1.5 with take it with Colorado here. I think it's a 1-run game either way you slice it.
Would have been money yesterday. Rod?
Give me the over 9. I think we see some runs here.
There, it's I.O. Trevin Jones money. So go ahead. We got the Braves. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. It's like, yeah, okay. We got were my picks that bad yesterday? I know my premium picks I was 2-3. I mean, not the best, but I was 2-3, and my 2 wins were dogs, right? So they were plus money. So it wasn't really. It was kind of like I maybe lost 50 units or something. 2-3. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, and our live show picks were, off the chain. I didn't give out the White Sox in my regular picks, and I gave them in the live show picks, and they were off the chain. Braves against those of you that haven't checked it out, our best of the live show package. This was requested by you guys, what you guys wanted, and we do it. We each do a pick. In the live show package. It's one pick from each of us, and then it's one that we all agree on, which if you've watched the show, doesn't happen that often. We got the Braves and the Phillies. Josh Tomlin, this guy gives up more home runs. Him and Chatwood really should be the official pitchers of Home Run Derby up against Zach Eflin, another guy who, let's just say just an odd choice for a starting pitcher for a Major League Baseball team. Brian, what do you think?
To make this primetime game a little bit more interesting, I'm going to lay a little bit of money on the over. I think both teams hit the ball around a little bit today, especially that Phillies bullpen.
Chris?
Yeah, I agree. I'm on the over as well.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, give me the over 9.5. Definitely going to see some runs on the Sunday night prime time game.
We have a consensus right here. I like the over too. I just think that the issue here with this game is ESPN probably lost a lot of money with no live sports, so they have to show these extended games, and this could be one of those games that takes a very long time because of all the stoppages for pitching changes and maybe they might run out of baseballs in this one. Anyways, we go to the NHL, just 2 games tonight. We're kind of short on time, so we're going to start brushing through everything here, and then we'll get to the parlays. So we got the Lightning up against the Bruins. Rod, Lightning can go suck it. I never take the Bruins, but I'm taking them here. I know Ruffalo. It's like he takes the Bruins even when they're playing. Even when it's summer. I mean, it's summer now and they're playing hockey, but this is a rare treat. Lightning and the Bruins, Rod.
Yeah, my pick hasn't changed from what we did on the video. Give me the Bruins here to beat Tampa, game 1.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, same here. I haven't wavered. Give me the Bruins.
Haven't seen a lot of pick'ems in these hockey games, Brian. We got one here: Bruins and Lightning.
Yesterday I screamed stars, stars, stars. Today I'm screaming Bruins, Bruins, Bruins. They get it done today. It's the bet. I know there's only 2 games, but Bruins good bet today.
Pretty sure Zawacki gave out the stars on the. I know he was talking alternate puck line when I was talking to him yesterday. So he was big on stars, especially really big. We got Vegas here against the Canucks. Plus 165. My wife, for the first time I had ever seen us do the Canuck dance, she was like, "What are you guys doing?" And I explained to her the Canuck dance, and she's like, "What is the Canuck dance?" I'm like, "Well, it's a C with an orca kind of jumping through." She's like, "Oh, I get it now." So that is the Canuck dance. We got the Canucks against the Vegas Golden Knights. Rod, we dancing?
Of course we're dancing. We got the orca to dance with. Of course. Go Canucks, let's go.
Chris, you dancing
Forget
with
this
us?
Overbet Vegas team. Let's go Canucks. Come on. Steal the first game. Let's go.
Chris,
Canucks all day.
You're going to do the orca jumping in the C shape?
We'll take the Canucks here.
Brian, you're going to join us in the Canucks dance?
I'm going to go under 5.5 with a lean.
You're so lame.
Good defensive game.
So lame, Bittler.
I'm foolish and I lack
You're
vision.
so uncool. Brian Bittler, not cool. Anyways, we're going to get to our parlay segment. We're not going to do the parlay calculator. We're kind of out of time. But Jeter said that he had a parlay. So, if Jeter's got a parlay, then Jeter's got a parlay. We're going to bring Jeter back in and start it all off with a parlay. Jeff, welcome back.
All right, so get with it. Let's see, on the auto racing parlay today, I like Simon Pagenaud to top 3. In the Xfinity Series, I like Chase Briscoe to top 3. And in the Cup Series race at Dover this afternoon, I like Kevin Harvick to finish in the top 5. That $20 bet will get you $279.30. So it's about plus 1,300.
All right, thanks a lot, Jeff. We're going to go to Chris Ruffalo, and I say, what the hell? Let's do the parlay calculator. Chris, what are you doing today? What sports?
All baseball.
All right, money line or what?
All money line.
All right, who do you like? We got the parlay calculator here.
I like the Miami Marlins.
Okay.
This Chicago White Sox.
Okay.
And the Seattle Mariners.
And the Seattle Mariners, $20 parlay pays $273.30 at FanDuel. Remember the parlay calculator? You find this on our website. You go to the main menu. You click on parlays. It's right here. So while we're here, I'll show you guys what the premium pick section looks like if you haven't checked it out. Number 1 on the board right here, the best of the live show. But anyways, let's bring in Rod Zawacki and do a parlay. Let me get back to the parlay calculator. So if you missed our best of the live show picks yesterday, you missed it. What sports are you doing, Rod?
I got 1 hockey, 2 baseball.
Let's take you to Illinois, the latest state to go online betting. Just DraftKings here. Let me see. 2 hockey and 1.
And 2 baseball. 1 hockey, 2 baseball.
All right. All right.
The hockey, we're going to go with Boston.
All right. And then who in baseball?
Baltimore.
Oh, hold on a second. I messed this up. I forgot to reset it. NHL. Boston with the Orioles.
And the Phillies over 9.5.
You guys can see just how quick and easy the parlay calculator is. $20 in Illinois pays 158.17, about 8-1 on your money. And you, can, of course, can bet it right here on the site. That's the beauty of this thing. We go to Brian Bittler. Brian's been kind of anti-parlay. Some days he wants to parlay. Some days he doesn't want to parlay. I don't want to parlay today. I just want my double dogs.
Today I got a $25 parlay that I placed myself. It's kind of a long shot, but we're going to see how it turns out. I got the Sixers money line.
Oh, money line. Okay.
Nuggets money line.
Okay.
Bruins money line.
Okay. That's it.
And to finish it off, my favorite, the Angels money line.
A $25 parlay at FanDuel, and this is Brian's in Pennsylvania. $25 parlay pays $804.06 if you have it at FanDuel. If you're at DraftKings, it only pays $766. It pays $50 more. So it's a $25 parlay, 2 times more your money. At Rivers, it's even less. At DraftKings, $766, Rivers, $755, FanDuel, $804.06. That's the beauty of the parlay calculator. And some days it's different, but this one, significant difference in this parlay. All right, now I'm up. And I'm going to go to Indiana. Why not? Do an NBA. I'm going to go with the Nuggets on the money line as well. I like that one. I'm going to go with baseball. Go with my Chicago White Sox to continue at Wrigley Field. And throw it in with the over in that Braves game. $20 parlay pays $234, so nearly 12 times your money on that parlay. Anyways, everyone, thanks for joining us. Jeff Jeter, thank you. I know you're off to the side, but we thank you for joining us. Thanks, everyone. We appreciate every single one of you guys that come to the show, whether you ever buy a premium pick, whether you never buy a premium pick, whether you do a super chat, whether you don't. We just appreciate you being here and being part of our community and what we do every day. While I always say, if it wasn't for you guys, we'd be talking to ourselves. And actually, with these guys, I don't mind it so much. I mean, it takes Ruflo, Rod, and I 45 minutes to do one video. It takes me, 2 minutes to do one when I do it by myself. So I actually do enjoy these guys. They really are my friends and, people that, that I talk to all the time. But it's like without you guys, it makes it more fun. And I appreciate all of your input during the show, all your comments, all your questions and stuff like that. So we'll see you guys in the Facebook group. Thanks for joining us. Have an awesome, awesome Sunday. Tomorrow, a little bit smaller card. So we have, some more, we'll have a little bit more time to, I guess, to screw around and do whatever it is we do. Have a great day. Where the hell's Jeter? We'll try and act more professional tomorrow.